Now, this is part 2 of the banana bread at camp. I'm not sure why it was flashing. So I don't know if something's going on with
I'm
your phone.
telling you that it's recording.
What? No, it was. It did record. Okay, so he's going to put 3 more flowers in there. Flour.
No, you can put the flowers.
Real flowers?
Real flowers.
Oh. Like what could you make?
You can eat them.
Oh, you do? No, you can't eat all flowers. Like what flowers can you cook with?
You can eat borage flowers.
Who?
Those are good. Borage.
Oh, what color are they?
Purple.
Purple?
You can eat daylilies in your salad. Squash blossoms.
He's very educated on the farming flower stuff. You grow your own flowers, right?
Yeah.
Where do you grow them?
At my house.
I know, but like in your basement. You have a den
In
in
my
your
garden.
Oh, outside.
The other stuff, that was, those were figs. In my office, in my work office, I had figs.
Oh, wow.
It looked like I was growing other things.
Oh, which we won't talk about, but okay. All right, you're probably stronger than me, so I'm gonna let you do it. Let me check. Please. Do you think that's what it is? Just saying it's recording?
Probably.
I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, so I feel terrible if that's what it was. I usually watch it, but it seemed like it was going goofy. So we'll just have 2, or I try to dub it together, but it'll be all right. Okay, so was yours, I mean, thinking back to this afternoon, was yours like this smooth or no?
No.
Okay, all right.
Because we put all the flour in, all the wet stuff in, and it all pumped up.
Okay, so those are just some tips if you want them. I know, I feel like we don't need to get all of it. Okay.
Get wild.
All right, so we're gonna spray our pans.
Do you need a spatula?
Yeah, please. We like to use the little ones just because it's easier. And oh, something got on me. Yeah, that's fine. I like to put them all on one hand because it's just easier. Okay. All right, so we have to spray the pans with ham. Now, try not to do it like.
Any specifics about the spraying?
No, I want to watch you. The thing is, now I'm downwind, obviously, so when he's spraying, you don't want to get it like up in your face, okay? Because you can spray that way. I'm just saying. And you want to make sure you get all the spots. Now, these are reusable pans, and I use them probably about 3 times, and then we throw them away. The new ones are right here, so we'll use the new ones too. Sometimes when you do the pans and reuse them, they'll stick. So you just got to really spray good. And you're doing a good job.
I know. Thanks.
Oh, we can't see you. You go stand there. Okay. All right, let me get a scooper. Do they have like an ice cream? Yeah, they do. Where's the ice cream? Huh?
It's either with spoons or it's back to the bottom.
These?
Yeah. Is there one in there?
Well, like one of those, like an ice cream scooper with, like what you do cottage cheese with. I got it.
Yeah, there's one in there somewhere.
Okay, I got it. All right. These are really old, but these are really nice.
How many of these are we doing?
Okay, we can do that many, and then we'll see. All right, so here's your scoop. Typically what I do is put 3 scoops, like I do heaping ones, and I try not to get them on the sides because then you must be over, I'm sorry.
Brown and burning gross.
Yes, it's browned and burning gross, and so I try to be kind of neat with it, and I always put like one on the one end, and the other one on the other end. What? I'm sorry. And then one, oh no, maybe just 2. Yeah, it looks like 2. Okay, these are bigger scoopers than mine at home, so just 2. The thing is, we've been up at camp, and so everybody's tired. So we thought if we did a smaller loaves, it would cook faster. And they
It
will.
wouldn't be so heavy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Are we eating these tomorrow? Okay. typically kids love, and adults love banana bread. And we're going to show you some tricks that you can do to make it. I feel like you're going to get me in the face.
You try not to steal the bowl while I'm speaking.
Okay, that's fine. We have the oven at 350, ready to go. And this is a convection oven here, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I like a convection oven because they all cook evenly and you don't get any of them burned. And your other ones didn't burn, but that was in the other oven, wasn't
It
it?
was a miracle.
Well, we are at camp.
You have to help me with the next day.
All right.
Hi, buddy.
My kid is out there.
You come back tomorrow?
No, he's spending the night. Okay, wait. How big? Okay, did you already get a
There's
squishy?
one in there.
Okay. Wait. No, that's a lot. Okay. Okay. I can't pause it. What do you need? What? Oh, I was gonna say, you guys can shut it. Okay. All right. We're taping, I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna, it looks like we can get one more in here. You know, typically no one's ever in the kitchen, hardly. I mean, you know, they like to do stuff and they get their stuff done and they go and move and go on. But tonight was a little crazy. Everybody wanted to be in the kitchen. Probably because it's Wednesday. All right, let's try to get this out. This might be a baby
You're
one.
going to see Cooking with Roberta.
Yeah.
Live studio.
No,
audience.
this isn't live. But yeah,
Well,
what they
the
want to do.
audience
Yes,
could have been
yes. I can't. I get so nervous. Like he's like, you're a good doctor because you're like real calm and collected, and I'm sitting there having almost a panic attack trying to drink water because it's just, I don't know, it's nerve-wracking for me to make bread. Even though I do, I think it's because of you. Because at home I'm okay unless I'm on a live, which a live is really hard. One day we should do one with Max, his son. He likes to cook and he does a really good job. And he would probably love it.
And banana bread is one of his favorite things to cook.
And do y'all have a recipe that you use, or just my recipe, or what? Or just you look them up?
We have the recipe to use. It's
Okay.
a secret.
Okay. So, we're going to put those, I think, in the oven. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm seeing yet for Alright, and we're going to cook it. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're going to bake it for, we're going to try 25 minutes and then we'll keep checking it. I'm going to pause because you don't want to watch all that unless, you know, we had something to say, but that's usually whatever. I'm going to pause it. Unless, do you want to talk?
Nope.
I was going to say, you could totally talk.
See you
Mark.
when it's done.
He could talk. I'm sure you could teach us lots of stuff. All right, we'll pause it. Okay, so the timer should be going off in like a minute. We're just going to check it and see what's going on. Mark went out to do something, so hopefully he gets back so he can help me. There's a little tradition they do here at camp. The oldest boys raid the kitchen, and the cooks put down like things that they can eat that are leftover. Not that telephone. And so in payment for the food that they eat, they clean the kitchen, which is awesome. Well, let me tell you, the pine saw that they're cleaning out there in the dining hall, I mean, it's like in my chest and my throat. Woo, it's hard to breathe. So they're using apparently straight pine saw. The floors do look shiny and good and nice and new. I gotta find Mark. Hold on just a second. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it. Let's see, because I don't want it to be burning. I had a way with opening it. So, they're nowhere to being done. Okay. I don't really see on, is it? Is it on there? Let's see if it's on. Okay. So, I'm going to turn it up a little because it's really not, they're not doing anything. We're going to wait. I was looking for you. Where were you? You can come over here.
I'm back.
Okay, all right. So you can look at them. They need more time. So what did we put on it first? 35? 25? Oh, okay, yeah. You never know with an oven, you kind of want to gauge it. So I'm thinking of a number that I think it would be. What do you think? I said 20, but whatever. Let's just do 10 and then we'll check it. All right, we're gonna pause because we have pine salt in our throats because they're cleaning. I do. Do you? I mean, it's like really strong. All right. No? Yeah?
I've
All
got
right.
dust in my throat.
Okay, while we're waiting, I could interview you. How long have you been going to camp? This camp?
33 years, I think.
Oh wow, 33 years? Seriously? Oh.
Since I was 8, I went home sick on the second day.
And then came back?
First year, and then I came back
Like you were sick or homesick?
sick.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to go home?
And I was sad that I had to go home sick.
Oh. So then I'm going over here. So then you got to come back. And so you were a camper, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then you came back, or you just always stayed, and then you probably became a counselor at 18?
Yep.
And then what?
Counseled most of the years, except for when I was in school, and I took like a couple years off maybe.
Okay. And then now you still counsel, but you still do like kitchen work, right?
Yep.
The grueling dishes
The dishes,
and mopping.
the garbage, the mopping.
You always mention the garbage. Is that like a sore subject, or I don't know?
It's not my favorite.
No. Is it ever drippy garbage, or? I mean, or is it like stinky? Like what? What kind?
It's food garbage.
Okay,
It
listen.
stinks.
He was doing chickens, and oh my gosh, I came in and it was like death, and we thought maybe something died. We didn't know, but it was just the chicken juice, and it was nasty.
And they're not in chicken juice, it's food bad.
Yeah, and especially when you have to fling it in the dumpster, and then does it ever get on you?
Yeah, that's why I put your,
Yes, he did. Okay.
put your golf cart over there. Right?
So his wife gets here, and someone had parked in her spot. It was not me, but she needed the golf cart to be moved over, so he moved it. So she tells me, and so I said, all right, let's play a joke on him. So then I was acting like I was all upset because someone was touching my, golf cart and whatever, which I don't really care. And then he proceeds to go out, and she tells me, she says, he said he's gonna do something. And I'm like, okay. I never thought you'd do the golf cart. Well, he parks it right by the trash can, like the trash dumpster, which in the middle of the day has dead flies and meat
No, the flies were
smelling.
alive.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. The flies were alive. They were maggots and everything. And I have to go get, this is as much room between my tire and the trash can. And so, you think it's funny. You're still laughing. Anyways, I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad you could have done it the other way. And then that would have been awful. I guess I would have just gotten in the other way. Okay, anyways. So, I'm trying to move it and not
It's a good idea, I'll do it that way.
no, stop. Not get too much fumes up, and I was bad. I mean, it's humid today. It's hot. It's probably 165, and it's just really ridiculous. So, anyways, I then thought I'm going to pay him back, and I said I hit the front of the golf cart. And I was acting sad. I was trying to look at him without laughing because sometimes when I lie, I laugh. So I was like, all right, don't laugh. And, just really seriously believe this yourself and tell him. And he's like, oh, well, you were intrigued. I do think for a split second, you did believe me that I did it. For a split.
I have 5 kids, so I know when somebody's lying.
I know, but for a split second, you didn't. Yeah, because he kept asking me about it, so I feel like you wouldn't have asked me. You didn't believe me at all? Really?
I knew how I parked it. You would have had to.
I know, I said I did. I said I accidentally turned the wheel
really
wrong.
Foolish.
Well,
To run into the dumpster.
I said I did
And at
it.
that point, it's not my fault if you did
I
something.
know,
really
he's like,
foolish.
well, sorry. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in so much trouble. And then my son, who comes in, really helped me out with the whole thing because he says, what did you say?
I just asked him to ask you what happened to the golf cart.
No, he didn't know that. You just said,
Oh, yeah.
you said something about
Ask your mom what she hit.
Yes, and then Thomas just went crazy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, don't say anything, and he's like, I told him I went in like all panic mode, trying, because I still thought you thought I was telling the truth. I'm like, don't say anything, I'm gonna have to get it fixed before that, and I was acting like I was worried and whatever. So you're saying I'm not a good actress, I think, is what you're saying.
I don't know if you're a good actress, you're not a good liar.
All right, I have to get better at that, I guess. But anyways, I finally told him, and he didn't care anyways. And that's what made me upset, because I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't even care. You were like, man, you shouldn't have done it. It's your own fault. Was not sympathetic at all to me that I was feeling this awfulness because I had hit the vehicle. Yeah, you didn't care. I said, that makes a really good doctor, someone without emotion. Because I'm just saying, because no, what is someone watching? No, he's a great doctor, seriously. But truly, you can keep your emotions in check, which is good. And I
have 5 kids and I know what people are like, so making it easier.
So if I would have sunglasses on,
I don't know.
or the story just wasn't good
You
enough.
just would have told the truth.
Maybe the story just wasn't good enough. I don't know. But anyway, still, I felt like you just were my friend today. So, but that is good though that you have no emotions. What does your family call it? Like the some stare that you do. They call it. Oh, I can't think of it. No, it's a some stare. Like you can see through people. You just stare through them. They say it's like something because they knew the name. It's like they named it for you. You don't know what it's called? Like a mile stare, walk stare, something like that? I don't know, something like that. Anyways, let's go back to camp. Okay.
Making it up.
No, I'm not. I was sitting out there and they were talking about it because you kept staring in here. Yeah, see, I'm not. Did I look like I was lying? Because I was, okay.
No, I was trying to figure out what you were saying. 'Cause
Okay.
You looked like you were telling the truth that time.
How awful of you. Okay, so what were we saying? Okay, back to camp. So you were a counselor, or you were a camper, and then you were a counselor, and now you're doing your thing. And now his kids, all 5 of them, come here. They're so cute, so cute. And his wife has come down, and she's helping with, and we didn't ask her if she wanted to be mentioned, but I think she'll be okay, right? Maybe. We'll dub that out, maybe if she doesn't. I have no dubbing capabilities. It's already on tape 2, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to check these real quick. We have, oh, wait a minute. I said 20 minutes. You said 10, and now it's on 13. So.
You're a professional. I put it in.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it working? I know. That's what I said. Is it working? I put it at almost 400. Does it have to go higher? This would be a funny video. It didn't look like it was even on, but you know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I touched it even. Seriously, when you were in here, I'm like, let me see, because it didn't feel really hot.
Well, how long did you say we should do this?
Let's
25 minutes?
Let's go 35. Okay, he forgot to turn the heat on. You were supposed to do the oven and you never turned it on. All right, but there was some heat, but I didn't think there was
Something was happening.
Yeah.
Something
All
was
right.
happening. It felt hot. It's not
It
hot.
did. What do you
It's
think it's just the
currently not
heat?
normal. I think one of our live studio audience members may have run by and sabotaged this. It's possible.
Oh my goodness, that would be a good video to figure that out. In this, and we have to stay in here even longer with the smell of pine salt and everything else. These are very nice tables. Yes. Okay, so we are here at the camp. We have camp for all these kids, and it's 105 kids this year. How many count? Like everybody total is like 150, 160 people that volunteer and come out here and have a good time. And we're trying to raise money for a new mess hall. We are in the mess hall currently, and I wish I could take the camera and show you some things, but it might scare you. Now Mark does you know, weather the storm. I mean, he's out in cabin 12, and it's got air conditioning.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
It's got 2 air conditioners.
Okay, so it's got air conditioning, and is it like? Yeah.
It's like 65 degrees in there at night.
Okay, so that's great. Is it clean?
There's
It's camp
teenage
clean.
boys are in there, so it's not clean.
Does it stink?
Like teenage boys.
My children don't smell, so I don't know. Do they stink? Well, I would think if they're like clothes or all, yeah, it probably stinks.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't stink on Sunday because they aired it out on Saturday, and that's the only time I went in. So I stay in my RV just because, you know, you just like the comforts of home when you're away. And I know it's funny. But anyways, all right. So we're gonna have to pause this. I feel terrible because he's tired. And actually, what time did you get up?
A long time ago.
No, like what time?
6:30ish.
Oh, I got up at 4. So when I went. And what time did you go to bed last night? Oh, I went to bed at 1. So I'm still better. I mean, it's still good. I did. I went to bed at 1 and got up at 4. So I've only had 3 hours of sleep, and I think that's why I'm like maybe I don't know what happened to the oven because I thought you turned it on. Truly.
I thought I turned it on too.
I wonder if it's on the video. Or I don't know. I thought you turned it on prior to. We'll have to watch take 1.
I thought I turned it on a long time ago.
Like for lunch or like for this? Oh, okay.
Specifically for this.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, we will pause and let this timer go. And I was thinking it didn't look like it was doing anything, right?
No,
Is that
it
what you
didn't
thought?
look right.
Were you a little nervous? Like, what's going on? What's
I
happening?
just thought it was your recipe.
What is mean? My recipe is good. You like it. It's won first place at the Wood County Fair. You're still looking this way. So we're like, 'cause
I gotta be in the middle of the hole in the pan so you
Yes,
can see me.
that's true. That's true. It won first place, and it's not us. You will love this recipe. It's really good. Also, have you ever made pancakes with them? Like the recipe? So you make the recipe, and you know how you like the tops of muffins? You just put it on a griddle, and you just make the banana bread.
What do you
And
put on it when you're done?
what?
What do you put on it when you're done?
Oh, nothing. You
Just
just.
the banana bread?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
No syrup?
No, you put
Butter?
the you put the butter on the griddle, and then you just like put it on, and they get to be like that big, and they puff up just a little. Oh my gosh, they're so good. You have to do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. If I had more batter, I'd do it right now because it's not like we don't have
Well, we
time
got
to
plenty
kill.
of
I mean,
time.
to kill. All right, so is this like a surgery? Or are you ever in with surgeon, like surgery things? No. Like, so what do you? Like, I don't
sit
know.
in a
Maybe you
dark
don't want to
room
do.
and
You
I
tell
look
us.
at pictures all day.
You read X-rays, right?
X-ray pictures. And CAT scans and MRIs. To be more specific.
Yes. Okay, and then, is that how you grow your stuff in there? Your flowers and things, or whatever, mushrooms, would you
Yeah, I
have?
have a grow light behind me with all my stuff in it. My
Okay.
fig trees.
Okay, now do
Grow
you eat the
fig
figs?
trees in there.
Can you eat figs?
Yes.
Do you eat fig leaves?
Fig leaves.
Do they have leaves?
Yes, they have leaves. I wouldn't eat them. They actually have latex in them. You wouldn't eat them.
Oh, that's good to know if you have a latex allergy.
If you just have skin, it's
Oh,
not a good
what?
idea.
Are the figs you eat? Why are they like toxic?
Well, they're ripened.
And
But
so
the
you
plant
pluck them?
itself, that white stuff that comes out of it is toxic. So don't eat it. Don't get it on your skin.
Okay, and so do you open? I mean, how do you eat
You
the
wouldn't make
figs?
grape leaves or fig leaves. It wouldn't be a good idea.
Aren't they shrivelly? And what am I thinking of? Dates?
You're probably thinking of dates.
Okay, so figs. How big are
If you
they?
look up a picture of a fig.
Okay, so wait, did they see that? Okay, so a fig is like really, and what do you do with them? You just eat them? Like just eat them? Are like candy? Like are they
They're
sweet?
really sweet.
Can you make recipes with them?
You could. Fig noodles.
Have you ever made a fig noodle? I'm sorry. Okay, this is the thing. I gotta make sure this is still taping. Oh, it looks like it is. Okay, this is gonna be an hour number 2. No, how long do you think we've gone? This time?
A long time.
Like how long?
Well, we went
I know. Well,
10 or 15 minutes there.
yeah. So what do you think?
Like 20 minutes.
about 25. Okay, that was the
Oh, you
second
said
take.
it's 25?
This one's second. The second take's 25. I bet the first one's 15. We've been on for a long time.
I'm tired.
I'm more tired because I got less sleep. Okay, this is
I
the
worked
thing.
harder.
What?
I said I worked harder.
He does. He does work harder. His mouth. And his foot on my golf cart.
It's hard work.
Anyways, what else was I going to ask you? What's the thing? I don't want to really ask too much about your office because
It's not very exciting. There's a computer and then there's a pile of plants behind it.
And does anybody touch your plants, or do you water them, or what? They don't touch it. They don't go in your office.
So
Is
my
it like
dogs
that?
come in. I have 2 labs and their tails go like this.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Look at all
his
my
office
leaves.
at home. I'm thinking at the hospital.
You can't grow plants
That's what I was
everywhere.
wondering. How do you do that? Like they let you do that? Oh, I bet the viewers were thinking that too.
I can work from home and I have an office in my house.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because
That
I'm
has
like,
plants.
what the heck? They're cleaning people come in and there's figs all over there. What are they thinking? And they could do something.
There's no plants in my work office.
All right, that makes more sense. I was a little, thinking about what was going on. All right, so so your office at home. Do you ever go into work? Do you have you do? Okay. But you can do most of it.
I can do some.
You can do some.
Like one day a week. And on the weekends from my house.
Now, do you ever watch my show?
While I'm working? Of course not.
No, absolutely not. But no, do you ever watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you subscribed?
This is why I know about the Duck and Heinz cake recipe
Yes.
that Debbie Jeffers told you about.
Yes.
I've seen it on your channel.
Mm-hmm. I
But
wonder
I
if
did not
Debbie
watch
subscribed.
your unboxing of something.
Oh, you don't
What
like
was
that?
it?
I had 3.
My wife gets those, so
Okay.
if no one comes in, I wasn't interested.
Oh, it was FabFitFun.
I'm sure it was entertaining.
Yes.
You should subscribe. Hit
Yeah.
the subscribe button below.
Yes, please.
Thumbs up for Roberta.
Yeah. Taylor brought a chicken in on one of them, and then a rabbit. And I don't usually let that in my shisha, because that's where.
That was in the she shed?
Yeah, I did it. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, where are you
Do you
taking
have
it
an
from?
oven in your she shed?
No, I was doing boxes in the shisha.
Oh.
I could put an oven in the shisha because I
I
do
saw
have
the she shed one where all your
stuff.
stuff was.
Yeah.
Your, what, necklaces? Your
Yes, my sister's business.
Crafting?
Yeah. No, yeah, well,
I
no.
don't know what it's called.
Yes, she has Baltic Essentials, and they have all kinds of natural products that we take care of and ship out to people that in need.
It smells like something's cooking now.
I know it does. I was thinking all I can smell is pine sol, and
Now it smells like banana bread.
yeah, it does.
It's better than mine.
Now this is the thing: the oven wasn't totally on at all, right? So this totally might be a flop, and if it is, that's okay. This will be a
It's her fault.
This will be a lesson learned that you need to check the oven. And I mean, seriously, we're standing here in 135 degree heat. We didn't feel any more. We should have known. You should have known. He's in here all the time. I just go through. Is it hot on the outside? No. I just go through and get flex stuff, like, whatever. It doesn't look like the heat's on
It's
though.
doing something good.
I don't know. Well, you do feel heat.
It's out.
So maybe I should turn it down to 350 because I'm seriously going to put it up to 500. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I don't know. Not like your air fryer at home or your oven at home, but whatever. You guys have 2 ovens, don't you? Or 2 dishwashers? You have 2 of something.
2 ovens.
2 ovens. And do you like
No
that?
air fryer.
A big one?
It's a big one.
Well, I have a little one which I love, and then I have one like this. I
You've
hate.
got one like this.
Oh, I hate it. Do you like it? Because there's all these shelves.
Yeah, it's this one.
And do you air fry? What do you air fry? Figs? Could you air fry a fig?
You can air fry whatever you want.
I know.
It wouldn't be good.
What do you air fry?
Chicken nuggets.
Do you make your own? He's got chickens, and he told me he processes them himself. He told me all about the process.
We don't make chicken nuggets out of it.
Oh, you don't? No. Oh,
It's
so
a lot of work.
wait a minute. Are you just? So do you buy the chicken, like chicken breast or whatever? Make your own chicken nuggets and air fry them
No, usually since we have 5 kids, we just buy some chicken nuggets
from the store?
from the store.
Okay.
What else?
Right. Hey, have you ever
Onion
made
rings.
onion rings? Those are good.
Yeah.
Have you ever
They're
made?
good when they're crispy.
Yes, They are very good when they're crispy. Did you ever buy the Gordon Food ones? Sometimes, like, you know, when you're out camping, and you make things like that, and just the humidity, I think, softens up things. I'm trying to think. Oh, have you ever made fresh French fries in your air fryer?
Like, recut the fries?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got to do that. Okay, I do that for my kids all the time. So you just wash and I don't peel the skins because, I mean, I don't have time for that. So you just wash the outside, you cut them up, you toss them in salt and olive oil, you throw them, I mean, I guess that defeats the air frying, but you throw it in your air fryer, you hit potato. Oh my gosh, and then you have malt vinegar.
Is it faster than frying?
Oh yes, it's so good. Yeah, it's really good. It's good.
How
it's
long
healthy.
does it take in the air fryer?
I don't know. You just push the button.
You just have a French fry button.
Yeah, you don't. What? It's not digital.
It's got like little dials.
How old is it? I'm sure your manual says what to do. And then you get ketchup and salt and malt vinegar. It's like you're at Cedar Point.
Ooh, like Happy Fryer?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, they're really good.
Parmesan garlic?
I haven't had that.
Oh, that's the best.
What do you mean? How do you make it?
I go to the Happy Fryer and I say...
Wait, what's a Happy Fryer? Oh, okay, sorry, at the Cedar Point place. Okay, I'm sorry.
You just said
You acted like you were going to the store.
And you said, oh.
I got it, but then I moved on because I thought you did this in a different place. Okay, so you go to the Happy Fryer people.
Yeah, you just ask them for some Parmesan.
I did see that, and it's $1.50 more, right?
I don't. My wife buys them for me.
What? She has to stand in line. You don't.
I have
Are you
to
too
watch
good
the
to
kids.
stand in line?
You split through this.
Oh! Oh, you got a bug on you. Okay, sorry. Did you see? Did you feel it? Like hit you? You seriously didn't? We're videotaping, so sorry. Sometimes we have guests or people in. All right, I'm going to pause it, and hopefully it's cooking. We have like 10 more minutes.
It smells like it's cooking.
It is, it does. So we have about 10 more minutes, and we will be back. Okay, so we just happened to open this just to kind of check it out, and I don't know why I'm grabbing this, but I'm gonna let him do that. And they look brown. I'm worried.
They look like something happened.
Yes, I'm worried that maybe they're not done now inside, unless it's like magic. All right, he's gonna test
Is there a
it.
special technique?
Yeah, no, just put it in the middle. Oh, I feel not. Hold on. I got it.
Almost.
Good, good.
You
No,
already
okay.
had one smell.
Well, this one isn't either.
Yes.
You think? It's not. I'm gonna show the viewers what he thought was. All right, wait. We gotta put. No, we gotta put foil on top because this. I mean, mine never get this brown. Yeah, let's just put foil just right on top. How much? Or here's foil. Because I don't want them getting any more browner.
More browner?
More brown. I mean, how would you say
More
it?
browner.
Brown. I don't know.
Burnt? You wouldn't
I don't want them
burnt?
burnt because then that would be defeating the whole.
Well, this process.
Okay. Not really. Oh wow.
It's on.
Yeah. I think it's.
Stops is looking done.
I know it is now.
How's that going to work in the convection?
What?
When the wind starts blowing around with you?
I know. It's a little crazy, but it should be alright. We'll see. Yeah, just push it in.
Sure.
I don't know. Okay. So I turned it down to 350. Typically, if it's on convection, it would be 325, which I might turn it on just a hair. You never really want to stay here when you're cooking, but I mean just a little. And that is not done. That is not done. Hold on, we got to rinse. All right. So we will pause. Do we have any commercials? Do you have any jokes? Oh, we were telling about Northwest Ohio. Okay, so we are raising funds for Northwest Ohio Christian Youth Camp here out in McCutcheonville for a new mess hall because we truly, truly need one. We want to be able to have more kids here, and it's going to be all season, right?
All season.
So you can we could camp in the winter, which would maybe be nice. I don't know what you would do.
It'd be nicer than not being able to camp in the winter.
Right. And it's very hot this week. But the kids would be able to, okay, this is my goal or my this is what I want. I want a
Tell me
chilling.
what you want.
No, sing it. No.
What you really want.
A chilling table, because I do the drinks. Now I don't know if I'll do the drinks forever, but I would like a chilling table. Don't you think that'd be good? Seriously.
That'd be great.
Okay, because truly, if there was a chilling table, we could put the drinks out. I mean, hours. I could be done for a while. No, I'm joking. We could put it out for at least half hour.
You could just have clip pictures of drinks and pour 'em.
Oh, that's a good. Well, I know, but we could already have. No, I'm saying if the table was chilled and you had your cups, they would stay cold, and maybe a lip on them, so that I don't know if they would spill. You don't think that's a good idea?
Just want a building I can't see outside.
What?
A building where I can't see outside through the cracks as well.
Oh yes, because truly, we have the air running in here. I mean, the oven now it has begun, but you can feel the effects of the air. I mean, it's been used. It's been well loved and used.
When was it built? 1950?
Yeah, 1940, I thought, but maybe it's 50. It was
A long
white.
time ago.
Yes, you could Google that.
Even before Roberta.
Yes, definitely, because I'm not even hardly that old. But anyway, did I stab you or you knew it was coming? Did I touch you? I didn't.
You were gonna stab me.
I know. Did you just see it out of your eye?
Stab you back.
Did you see it out of your eye or
I
what?
can see it coming.
Okay.
That's what I do for a living. I see things.
Yeah, apparently in your office now. Now that I know it's your
Please get away. Please stab me.
I wouldn't do that. Whatever. Okay, what was I saying?
You were saying that you want a chilling table.
I know, I
Because
do.
that's the most important thing for us to have.
Yeah.
I want a building
Okay, but
that
I'm
I can
saying,
make food in and enjoy.
okay, so with the building, I'm just saying a nice amenity, maybe a company would want to sponsor my chilling table and even design it or donate it. That would be awesome. That would be really good. And so if we could get like little things like that, and it would just be so much better for the children, because really, truly, let me know. Tell me about sometimes years ago, maybe, that on a hot day, maybe that you went to drink some milk, don't think of it, that maybe it wasn't as cold. What, I mean,
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't mind warm milk.
with chunks?
I don't like it with chunks, but I don't like it ice cold.
Oh, really?
I like milk with milk.
Like, do you like cow milk or oat milk, coconut milk, almond milk? What kind of milk do you like?
Regular milk.
Cow milk? 2%
That's where it
non-fat?
comes from most of the time, from the store, right? It comes from cows.
Wait,
most of
they
the
don't have cows at the store.
Oh my goodness.
No, but, all right, that's true.
So, the lukewarm milk didn't bother me, but
I didn't like
I
it.
think there were a lot of people that didn't like it.
Well, their bellies would be hurting.
But we don't do that now because Roberta gives us cold milk.
I tried.
So now I don't drink the milk.
Why? Oh, because it's cold. You want me to microwave it for you? Do you want me to sit it out tonight? I can sit it out tonight.
I'll drink your Gatorade.
Okay. He does like Gatorade. It's fierce purple. I don't know. Great. Anyways, all right. So we're trying to get money, and I'll put a link on there or something. I don't know. They would just Google NWOCYC, the camp. If you remember, like different, maybe you've gone to this camp, or maybe you are older and you've gone to camps, when you were younger, and you had really fond memories, and you remember the friendships you built and different things that you learned. We have church camps that we learn about God. So maybe you would just want to donate because of that. That'd be good. So, and then you could be a part of something wonderful. The kids come from all over. They don't just come from Tiffin, and we come all the way from Wood County, and that's the microwave.
It's not our timer.
No. And so, he thinks I'm upset. It's fine. It's fine.
He thinks you're crazy.
Did he tell you that?
The look on his face.
Do you think I'm crazy? He said.
Certainly not.
He must not. Do you watch my videos? Oh, he's gonna plead the fifth. That's a little mean. Wow, this is a church camp, boys. Okay? Okay. You need to be nice. All right, anyways, I'm sorry. I'm extra tired today, so I'm not responsible for what
You want
comes
to
up.
check these guys?
Yes, all right, go ahead and do that. Where's the thing? All right. It's like,
Now when I open it, the foil's going to come below.
all right, so
You ready?
be careful. Oh!
Stick.
Oh! Watch
Oh
out!
no.
Okay, we'll have to spray them. Another lesson learned. It's okay though. They'll still taste good. Huh?
I think it worked out.
It's not good.
Almost though.
It's on the. Yeah, because. You don't usually laugh, so it's funny. Okay, whoa. All right, let me get another one. Hold on. It's like a spear. Oh, thank you. He does not want me in the video. You touch your hand. All right.
So now I see you.
Yeah. Okay, some of these are nuts. We're going to take them out. Like these back here. Okay, wait. Because I might be going in a, what's it called? Banana. Huh. Okay, so which one's done? That one's done. That one's done. No. When you are
Yeah, professional baking hands.
I do.
I had those when I used to wash dishes at McDonald's.
Oh.
Make French fries.
You
Like
see, you
fireproof hands.
can make French fries in your fryer.
I just make them in a regular fryer.
Huh?
But I don't go to the process of making homemade ones.
Yes, you can. You can do that. They're so good. These are gonna look ugly. They're like fork. I mean, like.
What fork is that?
Well, I mean. All right, I know, but I want to make sure they're done.
You know, this pan's really hot.
This one? I know,
Push
yes.
this away so
Thank
don't
you.
burn yourself.
It's screaming.
It's for you.
There's been a lot of screaming. It is. There's. Well, I don't. Knock on wood. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna see one more. That would be kind of funny. And I just crawled a, mouse. You
There
know.
won't be any nice color.
All right. You know, I feel like they're done.
It should be done.
Okay. I don't think this one is, but no, maybe it is. All right. Now, typically when I'm at home, now these look hard on top, but it'll be okay. I'll show you how to soften them up.
Is that your
My trick,
Classic.
yes. My trick.
classic wrap trick?
Well, these two look good. Why don't you try that and see if you like it? Okay. Oh, we could have put that, but yeah, this one does need to be a little bit more done. Do you like it? Okay, did you do good?
It's delicious.
Ow! I did burn myself.
Remember the pan's hot.
I know.
How they cook.
Okay, so that would be, like you had that, that would be kind of like the pancake thing that I was talking
I would do
about.
that.
This one would be, okay, this one needs to go back in, just
Is
for,
there another one there?
oh,
Delicious.
put it on there, okay. Oh, I gotta start this. Yeah, you probably just boil them with it if you want to, like, just here.
I got you one.
Yeah, they're hard. Okay. There you go. Well, at least the pan got hot, Okay. So, right when they come out, they're warm, whatever. Usually what I do is try to hold the stuff down. Why is it warm? Okay. Hold the foil down somehow. All right, and then we need, yes. So you take them out of the pans. You're gonna have to help me because I'm like losing it. I'm tired. So
That's happened the whole time.
I know, thanks. Such a helper. Oh, there you go. Are they too hot? I mean, I don't want you to get your
My
voice.
soft baby doctor hands.
Yes, I don't want to mess them up. Okay, so you just do it really fast, and if you can't, that's okay. You can wear, whatever. You don't have to be like cool like us. I think Dragon's back there like vomiting. I don't
Sounds
know.
neat.
What? Oh, the dryer is like getting dry. Oh my gosh, the heat coming off of them. All right, so they do look a little hard, but you can see around them the sugary It's so good. And it could have been burnt, really, truly. All right,
Yes.
so go ahead. You
How
don't
long?
think it takes...
How long?
Just enough to foil or wrap
Yeah,
them.
inches?
Yes.
1 foot?
Yes, that's perfect. Okay.
Now, how do you keep it from doing that?
We'll just put it down. All right. Yeah, all right. I'll do it real quick and then I'll do it. Okay, so that's what you do. You do this. Now, typically I'll let them just cool for a second or 5 and then throw them in the refrigerator. And what happens is they almost like crystallize with the sugar and everything. And they're so good and really, really soft. And I do want you to try this though with butter. So I'm gonna go get butter while he's dealing with that right now.
I think she left.
What'd you say? Like that's the only bad thing about leaving is we have no. All right, I can't find a plate. This is not really my kitchen, so.
Do you wish it was your kitchen?
No, that's true. That's true. Okay. You're doing a fantastic job.
I know.
You're supposed to be gracious and say thank you. So when your patients or something say, "You're such a great doctor," you say,
I'm way nicer to my patients.
"So you're saying I should be a patient?" No, I don't think you could handle me as a patient.
No, that would be.
It's me. I come in with a broken leg, and he's like, "Can't do it. Get her out." All right, we have to remember because we don't want that thing starting on fire.
What?
No, this. You're saying,
Oh,
like, don't
sorry.
forget. Okay, so,
What's that on?
oh, I set a timer apparently. Okay, I'll do this. You do that. Because I don't want to do the other one. Yeah, take it out. Okay. Oh, I guess I can do it. Okay. All right, we're going to say it's done even if it's not because it's stinking hot. I mean, are you sweating? I'm sweating. Okay, it's hot.
I don't sweat, I glisten.
Oh, well, he's glistening, I'm sweating, and I don't like to sweat. All right, so why don't we cut this one? Just because if it's yuck, we wouldn't want people having yucky stuff and saying, ew. You know what I mean? This one's really hot. Okay. What's so funny? Because I
just
burnt
came out of the
myself?
oven and you said that's really hot.
Oh, all right. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. All right. Ooh, all right, I'm gonna do. Oh, I gotta get a just so many things that I don't have. What do you like? Help me? I swear to God, if you're mouthing, help me. I mean, I swear to goodness.
Morse coding.
Yes, I will not.
SOS.
Yeah, that will not be nice. Okay. This is gonna be so good. And do you mind the end piece?
Nope. No, it's sugary.
Yeah, it is so sugary good. Now it will be moistened later after it gets like it seals in there and it's so good. You'll love
Does
it.
the plastic wrap come off or does it stick to the bread?
Oh no! Like if
You don't have to open it.
okay, no, it comes right off. And what I do is freeze them, and then when people come over or I have to go to someone's house or go visit, I just defrost them, like just let them sit. There you go. I'm gonna put it here. All right, so he's gonna try this, and see how he likes it. Now he made some earlier today. And you can give us I mean, you've made it too, so, I mean, I think truly, these are a little done, and I don't like it that done.
Try to do the best Jamie impression.
No, that's really But, okay, he's gonna give me, my little boy sometimes does a little, tells me, but Jamie loves
I
banana
believe he
bread.
usually goes, yeah.
Okay, so what did he give me on it?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
it's a 9.5. It's
All
outstanding.
right. What?
It's outstanding.
Okay, so you made bread earlier today. What did you think of yours? Or that one?
Because
or you
I
all
had
did?
had the clumps in it,
No.
maybe a 7.
Oh, 7, that's
The
good.
flavor was good, but I didn't like the little.
Okay, which was
flower
better, this
clumps.
flavor or the other flavor? Or maybe not. You guys put
They
different
both
things.
tasted like bananas.
Oh, that's
It was
good.
nice.
Okay.
But the other one had clumps.
You
like
said that
flower
was
clumps.
nice. Oh, you do have emotions. Okay. So the other one was clumpy? I don't remember. I didn't look. Now in here, now didn't you used to puree your bananas? And then why did you stop?
Because it's better with the little banana chunks in it.
And where'd you learn that from? Me. Okay. Anyways, all right. So, yeah. I mean, it is good, isn't it?
It's delicious.
It is good. We should have been trying, but not right now. This one not so well. We got this one out. It's raw, but it's not our fault.
They overfilled the pan.
I did. Well, cause yeah, probably.
Maybe it was a combo. I put one scoop in.
Yeah, and it's no big deal. If you get one, I typically go by myself, but if you get one, I'm just saying, bad one, no big deal. It's not bad though. I mean, you can eat this still. No, don't eat that. I was gonna say, don't eat that much. But
That
typically,
one's not there.
no. Okay, so here you can eat all this stuff. This one I think has butter. One of them. This is the bad. You didn't eat that kind. The
Well,
bad.
did you put butter on it?
Yeah. Did I? I don't know. Can you see?
Which one did you butter?
Did you eat two?
I think you buttered one that was half done.
Oh. All right. All right.
I could eat it without butter. It's good, but it's better with butter.
Do you think? Say that twice.
Yeah.
Better, 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 better. This is melting. Okay, seriously, it's been on
So
for 5
hot the
seconds.
butter is melting.
Yes. It is. It is hot.
We could have cooked them right here on the stove.
I think it would have been hotter. That's why, though, I thought it was on again. Because I did, when you were out doing your chores, and I could find you, like, I was wondering if it was on. Because I didn't. Now, you guys put cinnamon, and I don't like anything messed up with this thing. I would not put chocolate chips. I don't know. It's so
I don't
good.
like chocolate chips. My kids like chocolate chips in it.
Oh, do they? And
You'd
how do
sweet
you
'em up.
get chocolate chips from Not? And I can't say her name, but she kind of helped you today with that. I talked about that on my show sometimes. How can you get chocolate chips from not sinking to the bottom in your recipes?
Never had that problem.
She talked about it today. What did she say? How to do that? You were listening? Okay. You can put them in flour. Does that make sense?
Cooking the flour.
Yeah, you like even my strawberries when I make strawberry bread, you can put it in flour. Now the peach bread,
I
so
was
good.
trying to cook the steaks while we were.
I know. But she mentioned it later. Okay, you keep doing this. Did you try the peach bread?
I did. It was delicious.
No, I want the. Did you? This is still in there. Okay, I gotta run get his
The
peach
ones
bread.
that she gave me
Yeah, you haven't eaten
yesterday, I ate them.
that. I know. I brought.
The ones she gave me this morning, where are they at?
I put them in here.
Oh, that's right.
Very precise. So, okay, so I buttered that, and you like the end piece better because you said it was more sugary.
Yeah, where's the piece of butter?
No, I don't ever butter
Did I
this.
eat that piece already?
No, you said you were stuffed. Okay, so I made more peach bread. This peach bread is so good. There's a video, part 1, part 2, part 3, because we were in the camper. But anyways, I don't know what happened here. Hold on.
Did you show them the peach bread when you made it?
No, I probably didn't because all right. So this is the peach bread from a video I'll post. It is so
Where
good.
did you get the peaches from?
I got them from the peach truck from Georgia. They come down and deliver. I feel like there's flies.
You're gonna have to go over to my house because my peaches didn't make it.
Aw, I know. I was tricking him. I took a picture of the peaches I had, and I didn't show the box. And I said, "Look what I picked." And then when he saw it, I said, "Up at the at the place." And he's like, "How did you get them so nice?" And I thought, "Really? Come on. I can't grow a flower. There's no way I would grow fruit." All right, try that. You don't have to try that one. Try that one. Or whatever, which one. Now this is cold. It is better when it's warm. But it's good, right? All right, so what would you give that? I mean, had you ever had peach bread before this week? Never. Okay. So what would you give it on the flavor and taste and whatever? And you like peaches and you like bananas. Okay.
I love peaches.
Okay, so which one do you like better if you had to pick? That or this? Banana or, okay, you like the banana better. Okay. Are you trying to say that, is it because you made it with me or because I just made that? Okay, no, you just like bananas better? Or you just like this whole flavor better?
I like the flavor better.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been making banana bread since I was a little kid. So I've always loved it.
Okay, so you've always, so do you think Max gets
I'm
your...
going to go wash my hands over this.
Okay. Do you think Max gets your, oh, I said your child's name, I'm sorry. Do you think your little guy gets your cooking skills then, or the passion for cooking from you? Or where do you think he gets it, or he's just born with it?
I think he just likes to eat food.
Well.
And he likes to cook with me. So.
Oh, he cooks with you. Okay, so.
Well, he cooks with my wife now too.
Okay.
This is one of the first things I think he made with me.
Is the bread.
Yeah. And it wasn't clumpy because
it wasn't
I
clumpy.
stirred up the flour right or something.
So the other one wasn't clumpy. That could be just camp clump, you know, really. Has this been the first time it's been clumpy?
I've never tried to make the recipe 4 times, like
Oh.
that big.
What?
I've never 4 times.
Oh, you.
The recipe.
Okay.
At home, we just make one.
Oh, okay.
One
So here you did more.
portion of it makes 2 loaves, not 12 loaves or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
16 loaves.
And how did you get that recipe? Like,
That one is out of an old Betty Crocker cookbook.
and how did you get it here, though? Oh, did we want this? No, we don't want it. How did you access it here? Did you Google it? Is it in a crock pot or a cookbook here?
A picture of it.
Oh, okay. So, So,
My wife has a picture of it. She's
sending it. That was
no,
great.
she was
Oh.
right there.
She's
And
not
she was
here now.
cooking.
We would have her come over.
She's at home sleeping because it's too early to do this.
It is. It's 11:30. Okay. So, but if you had it for peach bread, what would you rate the peach
Are
bread?
you asking me what I would rate the peach bread out of 10?
Yeah.
An 8. I'll give it an 8. It's bread with peaches. I would rather just eat the peaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give this to someone else because obviously you don't appreciate it. I'm joking. Okay, so please, you know, you can leave a comment. I think, can you leave a comment on YouTube?
I don't think they can make comments on the channel.
Oh, why?
Because sometimes your kids on there.
And sometimes
And
my,
they turn the kids off, or they turn the comments off on videos of their kids. Because they don't want,
oh, I didn't know that. Well, I always
they
put,
don't want bad people.
I always put it's 4 kids. Oh, maybe that's why, because I put 4 kids.
If you look at the bottom of your screen, if you're looking at this, look at the comments and it says they're turned off.
Okay, so wait a minute. Well, that might be better because then if
Otherwise, I
someone
would
was...
have left you mean comments.
I was just gonna say, if people were mean to me, I would probably cry and look at them. All right, so I always thought it was.
Noticed, you know, the comments on your
I just thought everybody was like, "Yay!" I don't know. Okay, wait. So when I posted, I'm just kidding. When I post, I'm sweating. Ooh, is this sucker off now? No. Oh. Oh my gosh, you left it on. Anyways, so when I'm posting it, it's either post for kids or post for adults. And I thought if you post for kids, that means kids can watch it because it's not bad. But that's not what it means maybe.
I don't work for YouTube, but I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is.
Oh. I don't know that. Because I'm kind of...
And if your kid's on the video, no matter what you do, I think they get the comments down.
I'm sensitive though. And if someone like is mean, I don't know. Maybe
you
I
don't
should...
want comments.
No, I don't think I do. Okay.
People are not nice.
No.
Be nice.
Yes.
It's a public service announcement. Just be nice.
PSA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, that's true. All right, so I think you're tired because he's being nice,
It's all right.
and you're being so nice. I got to figure out that stare face or whatever. All right, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Mark, for being a guest.
Thank you.
And thanks for the camp for allowing us to do this project. And we will, like, if you Google NWOCYC, you will be able
Can
to.
you tell them what that all means?
Oh, Northwest Ohio. I think I did. But...
Northwestern
Oh, no. Okay, go on. You tell them.
Ohio Christian Youth Camp.
Northwestern Ohio Christian Youth Camp. And so it's in McCutcheonville, Ohio. There's a website, and then there's a donation button, right? I'm assuming, yes. He doesn't ever get on.
I don't go on the website.
Okay.
I just come here and work.
He just stays in his office with his pictures of like broken things, and just does your thing. Okay, but so you can donate. Thank you. Have a good night.